I'm Mary. I'm 29. And until recently, I thought the worst thing my parents had ever done was lie to me growing up. But then, I found out they used my wedding fund, my dream, my future, for their second honeymoon in Greece. Let that sink in. Before I tell you how I discovered the truth, comment where you're watching from, and hit that subscribe button if you've ever had to recover from family betrayal. You are not alone. Ever since I was a teenager, I dreamed of a garden wedding. Something simple but beautiful: greenery, fairy lights, acoustic music, the whole Pinterest perfect scene.
My fiancé, Jordan, is the love of my life.
We met 5 years ago in a cooking class, and we clicked instantly. He's thoughtful, grounded, and everything my chaotic upbringing wasn't. When we got engaged, my parents were thrilled, or at least they acted like it. My mom even cried happy tears and said, "We've been saving for this day since you were born." I believed her. They told me there was $25,000 in a wedding fund they'd been building. It was such a relief. Jordan and I didn't want a lavish wedding, but we also didn't want to start our marriage in debt. With that fund, we could cover the essentials and have a honeymoon to remember. Except, that fund didn't exist. Not anymore. As we started planning, I asked my mom to go over the budget with me. "Oh honey, don't worry about that," she said. "Just pick what you want, and we'll take care of the rest." I was grateful, but something felt off. She kept dodging any talk about bank accounts or actual figures. I thought maybe they were just trying to surprise me, or maybe she was emotional. Then vendors started asking for deposits. And every time I asked my parents for a check or a transfer, it was "next week," or "your father needs to sign," or "we're just waiting on a CD to mature." It was excuse after excuse. Finally, I sat them down. "Do you actually have the wedding fund?" I asked, trying to keep my voice calm. My dad's expression shifted. "Well, not exactly," he said. "We repurposed it. Temporarily." I stared at them, my heart in my throat. "For what?" My mom looked down at her hands. "Our second honeymoon." They had gone to Greece.
Santorini.
Athens. A luxury cruise through the Mediterranean. All while I was working 2 jobs to save for wedding flowers and a photographer. When I asked when they were planning to tell me, they said, "We thought we could replace it before the wedding." "But the wedding is in 3 months, I said. "How?" They had no answer. What hurt wasn't just the money. It was that they lied. That they smiled and hugged me and toasted my engagement with champagne, while knowing they'd already spent the future I trusted them with. Jordan was furious. But supportive. "We'll figure it out," he said. "This wedding will still happen. But you need to process this." I stopped calling them for a while. My mom kept texting, sending me old photos, pretending everything was fine. She said, "It was our money. We saved it. We just used it for something we needed to." Needed? Like my wedding was a whim? Like watching sunsets on a Greek beach was more urgent than seeing your daughter walk down the aisle? Jordan and I scaled back the wedding. We moved it to a local park, asked friends to help, and did a lot of DIY. It wasn't the dream I had at 16, but it was real. It was ours. And it was honest. My parents didn't walk me down the aisle. That honor went to my uncle, who actually showed up for me. Sometimes, family is not who shares your blood, it's who shows up with a chair and helps you hang twinkle lights at 6 a.m. because they care. I've forgiven my parents to a degree. But our relationship has changed. I don't ask them for anything. I don't expect anything. And in that letting go, I found peace. If you've ever been betrayed by people you trusted the most, especially your family, just know this. You're not selfish for setting boundaries. You're not cruel for protecting your peace. And you absolutely deserve love that doesn't come with a price tag. If this story hit home for you, leave a comment below. Have you ever been betrayed by your parents over money or trust? How did you deal with it? Like this video if you believe in healing through truth. And subscribe for more real stories about choosing yourself, even when it's hard. Because sometimes, choosing yourself is the bravest thing you can do.